Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delicious. And that life is treating you oh so deliciously. Remember the batteries, my little honey bunnies. 3, 2, 1, my juicy little lights. Thank you, little lights, you're delicious and bright. Well, batteries can be used for all sorts of things, can't they, my delicious little babies? Now then, so it's around 1 p.m. in our old England, my delicious little babies, and yeah, it's rather chilly. There's grey and white, not so fluffy clouds, and there's some blue sky. It is dry, but it's slightly damp. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay, sorry. Oh, I've just been tickled pink, and it's sorry, my delicious little babies, and it's around 1 p.m. in the afternoon, okay, in our old England, okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, you're probably wondering what I'm laughing at. Well, I was because I am going to be talking, very seriously, okay, so as we go along, okay, I'm going to try not to make my video too long, okay, my delicious little babies, but I've got to tell you this. Well, in fact, okay, I'm just going to talk about this and just get this out of the way. Now, I've just not long been listening to I'm just going over the B here. For some reason, I keep circling the B, the B for Bertie. Anyway, my delicious little babies. So I've just been listening to her name is, let's just go to the previous page. Her name is, she's actually as well on YouTube as well, my delicious little babies. I know this woman, not personally, but I know a long time, and with anybody not in that way, okay? I know a long time, you know what I mean? I've listened to other videos of hers, okay? And I mean, what it is, you've got to be able to get her, okay? She has what I call dry humour. Do you see what I mean? Okay, but the way that she says some things now, right, it just cracks you up. Okay, my delicious little babies. They're straight away, like in the first seconds. Do you know what I mean? My thoughts was going somewhere else. My delicious little babies. Okay. Right, now then, so she's on BitChute, my delicious little babies, but like I said, you may be able to see her on her YouTube, okay? I do not see why not. She's not saying anything wrong, you know what I mean, okay? But I got her totally, I got her a point, bang, 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 do you see what I mean? Yes, okay? So, she's called Search Engine of Your Choice, my delicious little babies. Well, that's not what she's called. She's called Granny, which is spelled GRANNR, okay, OPTERYX, okay, Granny Opteryx, okay. Now, for some of you, my delicious little babies, you may know of her, okay, my delicious little babies, okay, but some of you may not, okay, but yeah, I've watched her on and off over the years now, okay, and I've got to be honest with you, this one's flipping classic, do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies. Now, she's up to on BitChute 1,629 subscribers, my delicious little babies, okay, and right. And look at this. I've got to keep a handle on it. Okay, my delicious little babies now then. This is what her video should read, my delicious little babies. See, you do see me laughing sometimes, okay? That's not when I'm peed off. Do you know what I mean, right? Right. Should you worry, right, if a guest brings a bottle of oil? Okay, my delicious little babies. So I'm just going to repeat that for you again. Shall I? Should you worry if a guest brings a bottle of oil. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes? Right now then, okay. So, my thoughts was, and we're talking seconds now, my delicious little babies, right? My thoughts was, okay, well, I mean, if you're hosting a private party, right? Well, I mean, come on. I mean, why not just bring, a tub of cream, your sleeping bag and a banana? Oh, gosh. Oh, you know what I mean, my delicious babies, okay? Because I'm sure that, with the oil and everything, I'm sure that, whoever's storing it would have some stash somewhere. Oh, where's that matter? Oh, gosh, yes. I'm sure if it was a private party, my delicious little babies, I'm sure that there'd be a lot of the slapping of the time. Oh, gosh. Oh. I mean, I do like to have a laugh each and every day about delicious little babies, even when I get peed off, do you know what I mean? But the thing is, this just tickled me. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, for those of you, God bless you, because I know that some mankind are more serious than others, okay? So they're not quite seeing the jerk here. Do you understand what I mean? Well, actually, it's not flipping jerk, is it? My delicious little babies, okay? But they're not seeing the fun side of it, okay? Oh, just one moment, please, my delicious little babies. Somebody's just at the door. There's somebody at the door. I'm sorry about that, my delicious little babies. I've had my beautiful dear little neighbours up above, okay? And, her dear husband-to-be, God bless, they're such a beautiful little family, okay? Look what I've been sent, everybody, my delicious little babies. Look at that. Check that out. Look at that. Look at it. Can you see? Isn't that just delish? You know what it is? It's bread. My delicious little babies, look, it's bread, fresh bread. Oh, the smell of fresh bread. Oh, it's addictive. You know, like if you walk past, or even if you walk past somebody's home, or because my beautiful little nanny and granddad, well, I love them so. I've already said good morning to them today. They used to always be making homemade bread. Do you see what I mean? Okay, but if you walk past somebody's home, or even a bakery, oh, that smell, it's just so warming. Do you understand what I mean? You just cannot beat it. That's why they used to say, like if you're selling a house, that's just came into my noddle, my delicious little babies. Some of you may know this saying, that if you're selling a house, bake bread. Do you see what I mean? Okay, because it lures ones in. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, so, oh, I'm going to be having some lovely butter and cheese with that in a bit, my delicious little babies. Yes, I am. And I'm going to stick a few totties on it, tomatoes. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, oh, thank you. God bless you. Love to you all. They're so beautiful to me, Honestly, I couldn't wish for better beautiful, dear little neighbours, honestly. I mean, we've got a lot of mankind who are absolutely beautiful, dear little souls. Do you see what I mean, okay? And then you have a certain who are very greedy and self-centred, my delicious little babies, okay? They only think of me, myself and I, do you know what I mean? Anyway, my delicious little babies, so anyway, let me just get back to this now then. So what Granny Optrex was talking about, okay? And I couldn't resist that one. My delicious little babies, that doesn't mean that, yeah. I couldn't resist it, right? Because it's true, isn't it? It's not myself having a dirty mind. No, it isn't. My delicious little babies, I'm just saying, if you was hosting a private party, meaning yourself and another self. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? You don't really need a lot. I mean, because let's be fair, you're not going to be eating a lot, do you know what I mean? I'm just done saying it anyway. So it's, oh, just look, I'm just having a bit of fun, you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. So when you see me smile, you know what I mean? Crack me Bertrish, you know. I mean, that should be a joy in itself, my delicious little babies, do you know what I mean? So I'm usually always flipping damn well moaning about something anyway. So what she was saying was, is that, you know, the suggestions, okay? And one of the suggestions was olive oil. Olive oil, my delicious little babies. So instead of bringing a bottle of wine, well, to bring a bottle of olive oil, my delicious little babies. She was also talking about, you know, that if somebody had brought her dear mum, bless, you know, tea bags, well, her mum would have just threw them out. God bless her, do you know what I mean, okay? So her point to what she was saying, okay, and I got her, bang, 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 I really did, okay? It's just me just bringing a bit of humour in. The point that she was saying is that one's just simply simple things do not know how to interact with each other. It's becoming, what she's basically saying is less and less. Do you see what I mean? Now, I got a turtley. You see, if I was going, say for example, if I was going to a party, yes, okay, so one would either bring, yes, wine, if the, you know, the one who's hosting the party, you know, you'd bring the wine or beer, do you know what I mean, or some drink poos like that, okay? If they didn't drink, okay, well, you could bring them something that you thought would be most useful. And I totally got her, because it's ding ding dong dong common sense. So what would you do? You'd say, oh, would you like any help with anything? There we are. That would be the common sense thing to do. I've done it many times, there we are, in my years. Do you know what I mean? Is there anything I could do to help or bring? You know, that's what we do. That is what our noddles are for. Do you know what I mean? Okay. So I got her there. And of course, you know, but then she was talking about biscuits, you know, maybe some may be allergic to biscuits, you know, like that, okay? So my point in it all is, I've got her, because you see, what's happening is now, oh, that was the part where she said about Little Mouse, you know, somebody said, oh, you know, you could bring cheese. She said, well, what are everybody Little Mouses? Do you see what I mean, okay? So I was seeing where she was coming from. Do you know what I mean, okay? What's happening now, it's got ridiculous. I mean, it's like decades and decades ago. I mean, I told the story, one of the many stories, you know, and my beautiful dear little Nana. Oh, I love them so again, okay? My Nana and Grandad. And, you know, they used to all have a mother's meeting, you know, friends, family and everything. Do you know what I mean? I used to come round to watch 1 hour of this tiny little square, you know, when it was tiny. Tiny little television, okay? And, you know, they'd say to me, beautiful dear little Nanny, you know, well, we don't want you doing all the work, being backwards and forwards, up and down, you know, bringing cups of tea and everything. Do you see what I mean? So what they would do, I mean, she'd still make them clearly all a cup of tea, you know what I'm saying? But they say, oh no, you know, rather than you stand in the kitchen doing this, that and the other. And they all brought their own little things. Do you see what I mean? And what they used to do was, there we are, is share it out. Do you see what I mean? So in a way, that was like a little party, wasn't it, my delicious little babies? Well, it was, meaning that they could all get together and have a good old natter. You know, chat, chat, chat. Do you see what I mean? But the point is, and of course this is these dinner parties, do you know what I mean, okay? Of course, I suppose if you went to a larger, you know, where you never really knew do you understand what I mean? Very well. Well, I suppose that would be a different thing, wouldn't it, my delicious little babies? I mean, I suppose ones would have to, I don't know, maybe send something more extravagant. That's what they normally do, don't they, my delicious little babies? But for us who live in the real world, do you see what I mean, okay? And of course, you know, if they didn't need any help, going back to us who live in the real world, well, I mean, I always feel that, you know, flowers or something like that, okay? You know, where, I mean, for myself, I know couples, okay, who absolutely, it's not just the one half of the couple, it's the other as well, you know. You send them flowers for them birth, do you see what I mean? Or for their little family, for them all to enjoy, because who does not like looking at beautiful flowers? Do you see? So there's many other things now, do you know what I mean? But that video was only 7 minutes long, my delicious little babies, okay? But it's the way she says it, it's just so dry, do you see what I mean? Okay, but I got it totally. But no, I was just, you know what I mean, just having some fun. I was just larking with you, you know what I mean? Okay, but then again, no, I wasn't. I was being damn serious, do you know what I mean? My delicious little babies, you've got to have a bit of fun. Now then, sorry, excuse me, my delicious little babies. So let's just tick you off, Grannyopteryx. You know, you get a gold star for that, my little lovely, okay? Now then, yeah, she's good to listen to, God bless her, you know what I mean? She covers all different things, you know? Now then, my delicious little babies, now then, what have we got here? Okay, yeah. So, no, before I get to that, I've got to get to something else. So, let's just turn over the page a moment, my delicious little babies, okay? Because I've only got 3 pieces again today, my delicious little babies, okay? Now, I seen this yesterday evening, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? So this is, I have mentioned these from time to time. This is also on BitChute, my delicious little babies, okay? And it is Liberum, okay, space, arbitrium, okay, my delicious little babies, then space, BitChute. And then you should have reached your destination. So it's Liberum with an E, Liberum, space, bit, okay, arbitrium. Do you see what I mean with an R? Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? Space, BitChute. And then you should have reached your destination. Now then, this uploader happens to have 23.3 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies, okay? Now then, this video should read, another one bites the dust. Doom, 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 doom. Okay. Do you think there will be more? Question mark, my delicious little baby. So I'm just going to repeat this again for you, shall I? Another one bites the dust. Do you think there will be more? Okay, my delicious little babies. This video is oh, sorry, excuse me. Just over a couple of minutes long. Now, I watched this, like I said, yesterday evening, late yesterday evening. Okay, my delicious little babies. As soon as it came up on BitChute, actually. And what I'm asking you to do, my delicious little babies, is to please, should anybody have an interest in any of the videos that I advertised today, if you choose to take a listen to this video, if you could please and thank you, listen very closely, there we are, to the wording, okay? Also, if you could please look at the top of the video, okay? Normally, you would have breaking news going rather slow, wouldn't you? Do you know what I mean? So if you look at the putrid box in the corner of the room, my delicious little babies, okay, because it's rather colossal now, isn't it? Right in our birth races. Well, I personally do not own a television, okay? I haven't done for a long time. And I haven't watched one for a very, very, very long time, okay? But getting back to this now then, usually if it's breaking, it would be going across the screen at a pace that's, let's just say, that's suitable. Do you see what I mean, okay? But if you look on this particular shorty video, breaking news is going super, there we are, super duper fast. Okay, my delicious little babies. Plus, it's interesting, on the hill, okay, what is it, Hollywood or something? Hollywood Hill, okay, my delicious little babies. According to this shorty video, what was his name? Will Rothschild, okay, my delicious little babies, okay. And apparently, according to this shorty video, he was a recluse, but he had a large selection very expensive cars, my delicious little babies, okay? You've got to listen very carefully. There we are. Please and thank you to this shorty video, okay? And what is it? What was that other part I wanted to tell you that caught my... Because it all caught my attention, but there was something... Watch something, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? So in this shorty video, it was very, there we are, interesting to listen to. You know, like when I said Will Rothschild, my delicious little babies, you know what I got? Does anybody ever remember that film? It just came into my noddle eye. It was such a sweet film. Oh, it was really lovely. I love those films, you know what I mean? Even though, like, I'm grown up, do you know what I mean? But, you know, Free Willy. Do you remember that film, my delicious little babies? Did they do a 1 and 2? Free Willy. You know, like this large whale, okay? That film, it goes back, there we are, some years ago now, my delicious little babies. Maybe you need to look at the year of that film, my delicious little babies, because I just got Free Willy. You know, I'm not taking the pee. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying that's what I got, Free Willy and this large whale, because I wanted to get little Willy free. Do you know what I mean? I'm not taking the pee. I'm so sorry. I'm not taking the pee. Right? It's just, I don't know what it is with me today. Please just take the notice. I'm not laughing at this, okay, my delicious little babies? No, I'm not, okay? My point is, do I fully believe this story, my delicious little babies? I don't know. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure I believe it, my delicious little babies, okay? Just seems very... It's all timing, isn't it, my delicious little babies? Do you follow me, what I'm saying to you? Yes, please and thank you. Okay, it's just very strange. There we are. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, and it's Hollywood. Do you see there's so much in that super duper, there we are, short video. So all that I'm asking, should anybody have an interest, is to please, it's not just about watching us just over a couple of minutes. It's about paying attention to what's said, paying attention to the body language when a neighbour is talking, you know, in a microphone to the, is it the journalist? Do you see what I mean? You have to, because there doesn't seem to be many excellent journalists these days, does there, my delicious little babies, okay? I'm not including the ones who I like to advertise and listen to, no. I'm talking about, you know, like the putrid box in the corner of the room and everything, you know, that for many decades been bought and paid for, my delicious little babies, to give out bullshit. There we are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? So, do I really believe this whole story? No. No. Okay? Again, we have to look at what is going on here. And not only that, but when they said, apparently, you know, neighbours, they had known Will Rothschild, apparently, this man who lived on the hill, the Hollywood Hill, okay, in this house, okay, to be a nice man. Okay, my delicious little baby, so there's a point to what I have told you and explained to you as what I listened to and what I watched late yesterday evening, my delicious little babies, okay? So it would be up to yourselves to decide what your thoughts are, my delicious little babies, okay? But I just thought I'd mention it, okay? But I certainly wasn't laughing about it, because anybody who very sadly passes away in any fire, okay, is very upsetting, very tragic and very devastating. Do you see what I mean, okay? But it's just, there's just something, there we are, just something about this video. I cannot explain it, my delicious little babies. There's just something about it, okay? Now, finally, right, yeah, because I had to go back a page. So finally, this is on BitChute. So there's nothing for YouTube today, my delicious little babies. Well, of course, you know, unless you want to look at, you know, Granny Opterex on YouTube, my delicious little babies, okay? So this final one is Pirate Peter, as in the pirates. You know what I mean? The Pirates of the Caribbean. That's one, isn't it, my delicious little babies? There was a film, wasn't there, Johnny Depp? What year was that film, my delicious little babies? Anyway, now then... So, Pirate Pete, search engine of your choice, 2 words together, Pirate Pete, I've repeated that 3 times now, then space bar, BitChute, and then you should have reached your destination. This uploader happens to have 20,000 subscribers, my delicious little babies. It's all right. I just keep smelling that bread. I'm dying to have a piece when I come off the video of our delicious little babies. Sorry, sometimes I get flipping distracted, you know. Do you know what I mean? I just cannot help it. But when that beautiful bread's, you know, and it's homemade, and when it's flipping, you know what I mean? I'm just getting that beautiful aroma. Do you see what I mean? Okay, it's making me feel hungry. And I wouldn't mind. I've just had a breakfast earlier, do you know what I mean? But no, I can certainly, you know, fit half of that in. And I'll share some with my beautiful little Ruby Tuesday, because my beautiful little Maisie Moo, she doesn't like the bread, okay? But my beautiful little Ruby, she loves bread and butter, you know what I mean? She does. She eats cheese and tomato cob as well, my delicious little babies. I know that you found it hard to believe, but it's true. She loves bread and butter, does little Rubes, okay? Now then, my delicious little babies. So, this video should read, okay? And this is only a couple of minutes long, my delicious little babies, okay? How do I know if I might be growing white clots inside my body? Okay, my delicious little babies. So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, okay? My delicious little babies. How do I know if I might be growing white clots inside my body? That's with John O'Looney. He's our lovely, not in that way, our lovely funeral director in our old Milton Keynes, in our old England, my delicious little babies, okay? He happens to have, I mentioned him before many times, he happens to have his own funeral home. God bless, okay? Anyway, this is just over a couple of minutes long. Now, what he's talking about is that he's spoken to one of his dear friends who he knows. Well, basically, well, what he's talking about is if you was to get a test tube, and anyway, you need to please listen to John O'Looney's short video, my delicious little babies, on Pirate Pete on BitChute, my delicious little babies. I'm not going to say any more, okay, my delicious little babies, because, you know, as you very well know, everything flipping damn well flags up. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, okay? And, of course, you know, they do not give you any notice, okay? They just either remove your video, well, or they do birth and then bang you off as well. Do you understand what I mean? Anyway, you know, you're used to the drill, aren't you, my delicious little babies? Now then, so that's that, yeah. That's very interesting, that is. Thank you, John, you know, for anybody who is worrying about something. God bless the beautiful, dear little souls, okay? Now then, my delicious little babies, and I can only hope and pray that they receive help. Of course, not the ones who are pushing it, no. Okay? I stand by what I say. I'm not going to change. I'll never change, do you say? I'm talking about our dear, God bless, innocent mankind, and our beautiful little babies as well, who have also been injected with many different things now, which I know there we are fully about before I'd ever spoken to somebody in a certain profession. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? I was noticing, there we are, a pattern of something. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes, okay? Now, finally, if you used to please and thank you, go on to, you could either go on to BitChute, it's been uploaded a short while ago, or you could go on to our lovely, and again, not in that way, our lovely, with anybody, UK column. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, I personally enjoy listening to our lovely UK column, okay? And I do feel that they give out, there we are, some very, very good and interesting information, okay? And their videos are very, they are educational. That's what I found, my delicious little babies, okay? And that will never change, okay? So I did put thank you, you know, to our lovely UK column, and God bless them all. Yes, rightfully so. Do you know what I mean? Because any decent journalist is always working hard, okay? They've got to do a lot of reading, a lot of writing, because believe it or not, some very good journalists do still put pen to paper, okay? They don't just type, 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 type. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, they point, there we are, a lot out. Yes, they do, my delicious little babies. Now then, so if you used to go on to BitChute and just type in, you know, search engine of your choice, UK column, okay, then space, BitChute, and then you should have reached your destination, okay? They've got 7,000, is it 7,300 something, okay? My point in it all is, anyway, this is super duper important. This video is just over 10 minutes long, my delicious little babies. If you wanted to listen to the whole of the video, then please search engine of your choice. You only have to type in UK column and it will come up straight away, okay? Then you'll be able to listen to the full video, okay? Because they cover other things as well, okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, what they're talking about, and now I'm going to close my book, okay? What they're talking about, yeah, so we're going to go backwards again, yeah, okay, just to finish, my delicious little babies, okay, so we'll not keep you long, and thank you for any views or any likes, thank you, and God bless, and so much love to you all, how I love you also, and I do very much appreciate you as well, so thank you, okay. Because you know, I know that some, God bless, will be listening. Do you see what I mean? Okay, but as long as one's being informed, you know, with other things now. Do you see what I mean? Okay, that's what's most important. Yes. Okay. Now, yeah, because we've got a problem. I've been talking over the months as well. You've got other platforms, uploaders. There we are, who have been talking about this as well. Very sadly, but you see, this is all to do with this assisted, we do not like this word, my delicious little babies, assisted dying. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay, which of course, you know, a lot has been, there we are, talked about this. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay. And the fact of the matter is that, well, in reality, why would somebody want to have assisted dying? My delicious little babies, do you see what I mean? Okay, if we go back decades and decades ago, my delicious little babies, okay, and I'm not saying this to hurt, offend or upset anybody, no, I am not, okay. Everybody knows with myself, that doesn't mean yes, everybody knows with myself that I would never ever deliberately want to upset anybody to do with what I'm going to say, okay? It's just that I'm a woman with a view, there we are, I shall have my effing view. So correct me if I'm wrong. This is just my thoughts, my delicious little babies, okay? My thoughts and my thoughts alone, okay? In my noddle, okay? Because I do like to use my noddle, and there are plenty of others who like to use their noddles. That hasn't this assisted dying gone on for decades, my delicious little babies, and no, I'm not laughing at all. There is nothing funny about this one bit. We only have to look at the Liverpool pathway, my delicious little babies, that apparently was abolished, but it has not been. Now, my beautiful, dear little, how I love her so, my nanny and granddad, okay, once again, okay. Well, anyway, it's endless. I will love them to my heart forever, okay. My beautiful little Nana Bear, how I love her so. Well, very sadly, she fell into that category. Do you know what I mean? Like, no food, no water, no nothing. Do you see what I mean? All she could have was this tiny little sponge. Oh, yes. Know all about it. Do you see what I mean, okay? And of course, on and off over the decades, I have looked after, God bless the elderly and God bless my beautiful, 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 beautiful Nana Bear, okay? Such a treasured to my heart, do you see, okay? And it still angers me, there we are, to this day, my delicious little babies, because I know that at the end of the day, it's what you call effing murder, do you see? And because I used to look after over the decades other beautiful, dear little souls, clients, who also had the Alzheimer's dementia. See, I'm stumbling here. Do you see what I mean, okay? It's really not very nice to watch my delicious little babies, not at all. Okay, especially when you see how intelligent, do you know what I mean? And how long that they'd, you know, really worked hard to have an existence on our earth. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And of course, if you look at a lot of the elder generation, which is another reason why we know what, okay? We're full of, there we are, intelligence, wisdom, and for most would not fall into the trap of taking anything. Well, my beautiful little Nana Bear certainly did not. She never agreed. No. Ever. Do you see what I mean, okay? So, you know, but they kept themselves alive, our beautiful, dear little loved ones, family members, friends, do you know what I mean? Work colleagues in some cases, for decades, decades and decades, do you see what I mean, okay? But then when something changes, do you see what I'm saying, my delicious little babies, okay? But this has been going on a long time, for many decades, not to mention... let's just say radio chemo, and I am not here, I'll repeat again, to hurt, offend or upset anybody. I have my own thoughts, and quite frankly, it effing angers me when I see what they have done. There we are, all cold over these decades. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes, okay. But it seems they're not happy with this, see, so they want to give, you know, you an opportunity in our old England now. You know, which way would you like to go? Do you know what I mean? We can even send nurses in. Do you follow me, my delicious little babies, what I'm saying to you? I'm not shouting at you, my delicious little babies. Do you follow what I'm saying? Please and thank you. Okay, this is extremely serious. I was talking about it months ago, Redacted, God bless them, on YouTube. They were talking, and not in that way, not in that way. They were done talking about this long time. Do you see what I mean, okay? Not to mention other platforms, okay? You've had our lovely, again, our lovely UK Coleman, our lovely David Ark and his dear little sons, dear little Gareth, dear little Jamie, okay? None of them, not in that way, not in that way, have all been done talking about this, okay? And you've got other fantastic, you know, they're very few and far between, who talked about this over the decades. Do you see what I mean? Doctors, do you see what I'm saying? Yes, okay. Which everybody knows, me and doctors and nurses do not get along, really. Do you understand what I mean, okay? Because I can see how they operate. And for most of them, okay, there we are, they're damn effing heartless. They do not have a heart. Do you see what I mean, okay? And nobody can tell me that one can be in their profession. I just do not give a effing shout what I'm done saying now. Nobody could be done telling myself that, yeah, from the time when they went to university, do you know what I mean, to when they started in their role now then, that after all these decades, that they never knew what they were doing. No, I do not believe it. I will never, ever, ever believe that, my delicious little babies, okay? Because if they want to be talking bullshit, then please do not come to myself and chat bullshit. Do you see what I mean, okay? But it's amazing what you've seen in this past 4 years, isn't it, my delicious little babies? Do you see what I mean, okay? And how many doctors, you know, then you get your whistleblower nurses, you know, and all these done things now, yes? My point is, why did it take? We go back to circle, circle, circle. Why did it take that long? I'm just wondering what the answer is to that, my delicious little babies. And still, to this day, they know, and I know myself, okay, that ones are being given text messages, being called, okay, to have. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little baby? So come on then, where are we going with this? I'm not talking to you, my delicious little babies, to whoever, you know, or even if it's a doctor or a nurse to listen to my video who happens to stumble across me. Do you know what I mean? What I want to know is, why are they still, there we are, damn well doing this? Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Well, we all know why, don't we? Because they lack, there we are, the creature comforts, isn't it? The brum-brums, the material, the houses. Do you know what I mean? The pensions. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so what they do, they turn a blind eye and then they pretend it's not happening and they pretend that they're not killing machines. There we are, I'm just done saying it. Do you see what I mean? But it's still going, in fact, it's going, the wheels are flipping turning very fast. There we are, do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? Which brings me to saying, so let's bring it back in, yes, okay? What's happening is, since the rollout of something, there we are, let me just put it that way, right? Yes. So what's happening now? There's a number of reasons why, let's just say, they didn't want so many to be here anymore. Okay, my delicious little babies, because that's a fact. Ones only have to go on the WHO, World Health Organization, or go on to WEF, World Economic Forum, sorry. Yeah, stumbled there, right? Well, you have to stumble with both of those, right? To listen for yourself, my delicious little babies. My point is, in all of this, okay, is that, so one is a ka-ching, isn't it? Because then you're not having to pay. Shell out, ching, ching, ching. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? Okay. Plus the fact that at the end of the day, what this is about is, let's just say, you know, like if you get cold, you cover yourself up, don't you, my delicious little babies, if you follow me? Do you see what I mean? Okay. So instead of that happening, if somebody, say for example, this is just my thoughts, has an assisted passing, an assisted dying or death, okay, well then that goes down on their certificate, does it not, my delicious little babies? That's just my thoughts, my delicious little babies. You know, some may say that I'm right and some may say that I'm wrong, you know, that entirely up to, everybody's entitled to their own view, and that's my view. Okay, so it's very putrid, there we are, and very sinister what is going on, my delicious little babies. Okay, they've been doing this in Canada a long time now, undermade, my delicious little babies, MARD. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? And I was already done talking long time ago about these, you know, these very sadly suicide pods. Okay, my delicious little babies, do you see what I mean? So this is extremely serious, my delicious little, there we are, extremely serious, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, okay. And it certainly shows that, let's just say, certain governments now, there we are out of effing control. They are out of control, okay? Would they want it for their families? Would they want to see their family been offered this? Because that's what it is, isn't it, my delicious little babies? It's like they're trying to offer a solution to the problems that's been caused. Do you follow what I'm saying, my delicious little babies? Do you see what I mean? But it's very nasty, very putrid and very sinister. There we are, what is going on, my delicious little babies, okay? And this should not, under any circumstance, be put through. No. Okay? This is absolutely disgusting. Anyway, I could say worse words, but I'm not going to, my delicious little babies. And finally, so something came up on my YouTube, my delicious little babies, okay? Now, what was going on in between the years of 2000... Hold on, let me just break this down. Because you had from... Something strange was happening around, what was it, the two... Now, I'll tell you what this was as well. around the 2009, but there used to be, it used to be like a series. I used to watch it myself, actually, called Grange Hill. Some of you may remember that, my delicious babies, and some of you may not. It's about a school, you know what I mean, okay? It used to go doom 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 doom. That's what it used to do. That was a tune, okay, my delicious babies. Anyway, so I was looking at that, and I was looking at just how many had passed away. Honestly, unreal. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes, it used to be on BBC anyway. And but then there was something else, and this was to do with you know, like stars, you know, or celebrities, or you know, things like this. Between the years of 2015 and 2017, my delicious little babies. I was just wondering, there we are, what was going on there, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? It just seemed very, extremely odd to myself, my delicious little babies. And maybe go back to the year when, there we are, when Grange Hill started, my delicious little babies. Okay, so that's the end of my video. So wherever you are in the world, please have a super duper delicious time. You only get one life, okay, my delicious little babies, yes? And sending peace, love, harmony, and bright blessings to your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families. And may your beautiful little selves and your beautiful little families all be fully protected. So until my next video, my little beautifuls, okay, you just have a super duper morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And I hope that the weather is better than what it is here, my delicious little babies, okay? So sending you so much love. I'm going to go and cook my bread now, okay? Because I'm going to have some delicious cheese and tomato and me beautiful butter, okay? So much love. God bless. Take care. Love you. Thank you once again for listening. Goodbye.